This is John Young with This Jockey News. It's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night lighting time, and this is a special episode. I've got Mark Maillet here. Mark, we're going to be walking around the Eternal booth from LDI and talking about all the cool new stuff you've got here. Are you ready for us?
I'm ready for it.
This is going to be awesome. Let's go. So Mark, there's some cool stuff, and I've seen a kind of a sneak peek of one of the lights, and I'm really excited to get to that, but we're not going to start with that one.
Right.
We're going to leave that one for one of the last ones because that one will look pretty awesome.
Yep. It'll be good to talk about for sure.
Oh yeah, a lot of great stuff. So what do we have now?
All right, well I want to show you guys something new. It's not exactly new, but it's a new addition to a product that we've had already.
Yeah.
This is the Echo Edge, and we've partnered with W-DMX out of Sweden. So with the Cube series, we have now an optional adder to add in W-DMX from Sweden. We have partnered with them, and now it's available in all the Cube series from Eternal Lighting.
Nice, nice. What are some of the benefits now of having that capability?
Well, W-DMX is worldwide known over just the open source 2.4 wireless DMX that we've been using. We're not getting rid of it, it's just an option for those companies that already have W-DMX integrated in all their other lights.
Nice.
Very high-end production companies recognize W-DMX and want it, so it's a great value for those companies. There is a small adder for it into the price, and there's an additional 2-week lead time, but once you order it, 2 weeks, it's good to go.
Nice, very nice. It's kind of a new fixture. I haven't seen that before. Tell us about that.
That is a Serge 8. We released that about 2 months ago, and it's now shipping. It is a multi-beam effect. You can see it surging through the different beams right now. It's got lots of built-in programs. What you're looking at has 10-watt Cree LEDs. We also have an RGB-W version. This is great for nightclubs or DJ centerpiece. Okay, from the Serge 8, we also have a moving head version called the Serge 8 Mover. You're looking at the white version, and we also have an RGB-W version as well. So that's a great moving head feature that could be used in clubs or a centerpiece for DJs as well in a moving aspect.
The battery-powered spots, we've talked about them before. They are so awesome. Tell us more about those.
Well, this is the Ultra Pin, and you're right, we did talk about this in a couple different episodes, but I do like to announce that they are now shipping. The Ultra Pin from Eternal Lighting is now shipping. So this is the selectable cool white or warm white fixture. It has a zoomable head, and it has a on and off switch, so you can turn on the fixture even if you lost or forgotten the remote. That's a very, very important feature. I want to show you guys the zooming capability right up here on the wall. So as you can see, we can zoom in and out from 3 degrees to 20 degrees. Now I already have one mounted to the bracket, which is included. It's attached to trussing, which is aluminum, so the bracket's important to use whenever you're attaching to something that's not a steel, a non-ferrous metal. So here's the Ultra Pin. We've got it attached to the cake here, and you can see the zoom of the pin spot, so that way you can get the right size spot on the cake to light it up. Now if you noticed, if the room was blacked out and then you had your cake there, at least you can get some light on it in that area. Or if there was uplighting around the room, you've also highlighted it, and if there was no light on the cake, you would see a dark cake. So obviously you can see it's much better having a spot on it. So here's the warm white, and with the remote, we can do the cool white.
Well, it definitely makes the colors of the cake, definitely changes them quite a bit.
That's right.
Now Mark, this is probably one of the favorite lights among DJs right now that have seen this. This is pretty cool. Tell us more about the Show Cube.
The Show Cube is a battery-powered, wireless DMX controllable, 10 individual head fixture with 6-in-1 LEDs per head, and they're an 18-watt RGB WA plus UV. As you can see, the fixture has pixel mappable, so you can control each head with a different color. It has built-in auto programs, fades, sound active modes, and it's a great light for washing your dance floor or behind your DJ booth to light anywhere that needs light.
And of course, you said it's wireless. I am not seeing any wires attached whatsoever up there.
That's correct. It is wireless. It does come with a tripod, which is 8 feet, and we have also a soft carry case that's included with it. We can actually show that right over here to the side of the booth shortly.
Yeah, let's head over and let's take a look at that case. Okay. That looks like a really nice case for the Show Cube.
That's right. We want to have a more robust case for it, so it's a soft carry road case. You'll notice that it's substantially padded, so that way you don't damage your fixture. Let's take a look inside of it. So the case shows the light inside of it. Again, you can see all the multiple colors that the Show Cube can create. Like we said before, it's battery-powered wireless DMX.
Now, Mark, I'm noticing that the lenses look different from the left side to the right side. Tell me, what am I noticing here?
Absolutely, glad you mentioned that. The Show Cube comes with two different lenses. One is a wash lens and another is a spot lens. The spot lens gives you a 20-degree hard edge spot, so you can get creative with your design. Maybe put in every other lens as a spot and the other one is wash, or put them all as a spot, just depending on what you're trying to create with your design. So get creative with it. Don't just be boring and do the same old thing everybody else is doing. Be limitless, have no wires, use the Show Cube from Eternal Lighting.
Now, Mark, as we've been walking around the booth so far, and we still have that new light that we were excited about to get to, but you've been controlling the booth with your iPad.
That's right.
Tell us about that, because that's pretty awesome when everything's right there.
Yeah, it's wireless, and you've got the ability to create scenes from anywhere from your iPad. So I've created stacks and scenes to control the entire booth, and each scene is playable. What this is Luminaire. It's made by a company called SynthFX, and that app can be bought on the iOS App Store. To use it, you also need a ArtNet device that converts the Ethernet to DMX, because everybody knows the lighting is controlled by DMX.
Yeah.
So the EliteNet is a small box that the Ethernet cable comes in on one side and DMX out on the other. You can run a cable or a wireless transmitter on it.
Wow, very nice. And that's controlling the whole booth.
That's right. That's right.
Right from the iPad. Well, before we get to that light, there's one more thing right behind us now. We talked about the cake, and we talked about pin spotting, and one of the things, I don't know if you guys can see that in the video that well, but when you went from warm white to cool white, the colors on the cake popped. I see on this side, you've got flowers. Let's try it on this side, because I want to show everybody the difference between the warm white and cool white when it comes to pin spotting the flowers. Let's take a look.
All right, absolutely. The flower here has a warm white light on it. And if we take away the light, you can see the flowers are much darker.
Yeah.
But with the light, you can actually see the flowers. Now we also have a cool white version. Now keep in mind that the warm white and cool white is selectable on each fixture.
Those have, of course, that adjustability of your zoom and such. Can you open those up so we can get the whole flower?
There we go. So we're zooming it from a tight spot all the way out.
Wow, that'll really look nice for spotlighting the centerpieces, or even spotlighting the different things at the head table, and not even if you're not doing the whole room.
That's right. So the Ultra Pin is great for lighting centerpieces, cakes, or any subject that needs light. Let's say a head table needs some light on it, or a sweetheart table, or maybe even a bridal portrait on the side of the room.
Nice stuff. That leads us, we're talking pin spotting, that's got to take us to the last cool light that we're going to look at, which is the Event Cube.
Right. Right
there. We're going to go take a look at that. So let's go over there.
All right. So as John was saying, the Event Cube is brand new. It's hot. It's what everybody's been talking about here at LDI 2014. It is a 10-head version of our Ultra Pin. So it's got 10 individual heads that can be controlled by either DMX or manual control or IR remote control. It is battery powered. We have it hanging by brackets on this trussing, so it'd be great to be hanging in a tent structure or on a tripod, because there is a tripod mount included. The tripod mount can be removed, so if you're rigging this from the ceiling, from the tent, or from trussing, you can remove it, or you can flip it to the other side and you can have the heads leaning over the top rather than hanging down from the bottom. As we mentioned, it is IR remote controllable, and you can control the cool white or warm white from the IR remote as well.
So any one of the 10 could be warm or cool depending upon what your needs were.
Exactly.
So now with the others, you had some adjustability of beam angle. So can we adjust the beam angle on this?
Yeah, absolutely. The beam angle on the Ultra Pin, just like the Event Cube, is from 3 degrees to 20 degrees.
Mark, let's take a little closer look at the different controls on the Event Cube.
Okay, you want to start down here on this end. It does have a power output and a DMX output. We've got the wireless receiver switch right here, and as I mentioned before, all the Cube series now is available. You can order it with the regular 2.4 wireless DMX or the W-DMX wireless. Move on down, you have an IR remote sensor for that control of the IR remote like we talked about. Here's our full text display, 4-button display. Then on the other end, we have the power switch, which is for charging or to run it off of AC power. And you also have the power input and the DMX input. So the reason for the DMX input and the power input and power output is for power linking and DMX cable linking. For power linking, if you have a multiple day event and you want to run power to it and not run off battery, you can link up to 7 of these.
Mark, that's a lot of cool stuff from LDI 2014. I think we've got one more show coming up here in a couple of months. It's going to be exciting. We get to look at some new stuff now. Will we see new stuff at NAMM?
NAMM, that'll be a very good surprise. That's all I can say for right now.
I'm excited because you always come up with some of the really cool stuff for us. If people want to find out more information about Eternal Lighting, where can they go?
Go to eternallighting.com.
Nice, very good. Mark, thank you very much for being on our Wednesday night show. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News, Disc Jockey News TV. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.